afternoon, Pokesports, and with another VGC Battle Stadium Series 12 video, bringing you a Kangaskhan team. Now, not just any Kangaskhan team, this team has a lot of fun, interesting Pokemon that we have not used in a very long time. We have the Lilligant, we have the Kangaskhan, and we even have the Lapras as kind of our support mon, which is super interesting. Now, Kangaskhan, if you guys don't already know, does have the scrappy ability, which means it's one of the few Pokemon that can go for a fake out onto ghost type Pokemons, that including Calyrex Shadow, which is the most important one that we'd want to fake out. But even Dusclops would be really nice to fake out in the early game. It'll give us a nice opportunity to go ahead and stop a Trick Room if we do encounter a Dusclops. And just having that ability, plus the fact that Kangaskhan can't get intimidated, plus the fact that Kangaskhan is actually a pretty decent Pokemon, all things considered. Of course, we know it doesn't have Mega anymore, but can still be used and can still be very threatening. So I'm actually very excited to use Kangaskhan today. Now, we're probably not going to be Dynamaxing Kangaskhan ever, because the Dynamax options just seem so much better for the Yveltal or the Groudon, or even the Lapras, right? We do have a lot of other Dynamax options that just do a lot better. And the Lilligant is interesting too. Now, this Lilligant is chlorophyll with wide lens, so we can go for the very, hopefully more accurate sleep powders. And, you know, the fact that Lilligant is faster than Venusaur comes in handy as well. We can sleep them before they can sleep us, which is very convenient. So I hope that Lilligant actually gets some time to shine in today's video as well. Anyway, this team is also from, El Garbanzo on Discord. Remember, if you guys want to go ahead and leave a rental code for me, join our Discord, links in the description. I might play your team, especially if there's something spicy on it. I feel like if you guys haven't noticed, I like the spicy things a little bit more, but I am going to start playing some more meta teams as well, here and there. But, you know, spicy things interest me, and I'm sure they interest you too. Anyway, let's go ahead, get started with today's battles. I feel like I faced this team yesterday. I don't know why. Unless there's just another Will on the ladder that's also running this exact same team. Calyrex plus Ogre, a little spook, not going to lie. But our Lapras does pretty decently here. If that's going to be our Pokemon of choice, which I think it might be. We only really have to worry about the Regieleki, which could be threatening for us for sure. So let's go Kanga, let's go Lapras, let's bring Groudon in the back just in case they do bring a Lucky, and let's go Yveltal. Double restricted, bring in the Kanga, bring in the Lap. Gonna go Dynamax on Lap here, I think. They have way too many ice weaknesses for me to ignore that fact, and we have Water Absorb for that Ogre. So as long as we can, you know, finagle our way into the right situation, I think we'll be fine. Now, unfortunately, not bringing the Lilligant this time around, even though Lilligant would do kind of nicely into the Ogre and benefit from the sun a lot, but it is what it is. They are going to bring out the Calyrex, which is kind of hilarious because we can fake it out. And the Genie, the Torn. What do I do here? Do I still fake out Torn? I think so. They at least can't Astro Barrage my Kanga, so I can stay on the field. Like, if I get Willowed, I get Willowed, right? But overall, I think I could definitely take an Astral. Could definitely take an Expanding Force. Like, I'm not too concerned with this Calyrex, at least not at this very moment. I think I'm more concerned with them getting Tailwind up. Granted, they're going to be faster no matter what, but I'm more concerned with the Ogre in the back being, like, faster than my Yveltal, which could be a little annoying. I want to make sure that at least my Yveltal can outspeed the Ogre, and then I can spam it with Snarls until the end of the game. I'm honestly surprised they even brought Calyrex to a Yveltal matchup, but hey, you do you, Tom. We're gonna Dynamax the Lapras, which means they're not Dynamaxing anything on their side of the field. I am gonna go for the fake out here onto the Torn, because we ain't having that today. They do still go for the Astro Barrage, but doesn't affect Kang, and it shouldn't do a lot of damage to Lapras at all. Yeah, that's just hilarious. It's going to do even less damage now. We got the Resonance up. We knocked out their support Pokemon. It seems like a pretty decent Dynamax so far. Now, keep in mind, they still do have a Dynamax of their own. So it can get a little spicy in a little bit. But I mean, I ain't worried. I think what my biggest concern is them bringing out like a Lecky and Dynamaxing a Lecky. You know, that'll definitely be a little bit concerning because I'm not going to feel comfortable hard swapping out into Groudon right now just because it's kind of a waste of Dynamax. They do just bring out Ogre here. Hey, listen, I'm totally cool with that, though. They're definitely going to click Dynamax on Ogre, which is, I guess, fine. I'm going to Sucker Punch to Cali just because I guess they don't know that I have it yet. I might even take this turn to double into Cali. Let the Ogre Dynamax. It makes no difference if I do damage to Ogre right now because it's going to Dynamax and it's going to do damage regardless of whether or not it has full HP or not, right? So at least this way, I can kind of get rid of one threat without boosting the other. If that makes sense. Now, I highly doubt they're going to Dynamax Cali ever. If they're going to Dynamax something, it has to be the Ogre here. Ultra Ball, you know he caught that in Gen 3 with an Ultra Ball. Okay. I don't know why. I'll be honest. I really don't know why. Here's a Sucker Punch. Great damage. We'll never complain about that much damage. Followed by the Max Darkness now. Lowering my special defense. I have Water Absorb, dude. Just saying. I got Water Absorb. Yeah. Like, oh, fine. You'll knock out my Kanga, I guess, but I don't care. Kanga kind of did its job. It knocked you out. See how much a Geyser does in the rain? Do I have any special attack investment? I have full special attack investment and modest. This should hurt. Beautiful. Ooh, 1 HP. Okay, does live at 1. And the Cali did go before the Ogre, so we know it's not Scarfed Ogre at least. So I can go into Yveltal, just click Snarl and be safe. As long as we know it's not Scarfed Ogre, we're fine. And I think my highest damage output, unironically, is going to be just Resonance. No, I think it is actually Geyser. Because they're both resisted, except I get Stab and Rain boost here. So I guess I might as well go for Geyser. Unfortunately, it's not a great Dynamax right now. Because like after you get the Resonance up, it's like, what else do I need this for, right? Theoretically, Ogre can't win the game against Lapras. 0 chance Ogre can win a game against Lapras. I could also Sucker Punch this Cali, but I know it has the chance of guarding, and I also want to get the negative special attack on the Ogre. They just Darkness again. Fair. Into my Yveltal this time, though. Yeah, that's not going to do much. I don't know what the plan was with the Dynamax Cali here, if I'm going to be honest. I think like Ogre would have been giving me a lot more trouble here. Regardless, here's a Snarl. Into the Ogre. Gonna do a pretty decent amount. About like 1/6. Good 1/6 plus the negative special attack. I'll take that. Followed by the Thunder. Ooh. That's why, I guess. They're trying to knock out my Yveltal with the Thunder. But thankfully, because of the Snarl, it's not going to be able to do it. Here's a Geyser now into the Ogre. Not going to do a lot of damage, but still going to do something. Take it down below half so it can't go for Water Spouts that reliably. Let's just keep getting more health back. Now, like I said before, there's not much that the Ogre can do into my Lapras except for a Thunder. So once we get the Sun up, the Ogre's just not going to be able to do much in general. They do have the Lecky that whole time? Seriously? Oh, no. Well, I have to Sucker Punch now. And I got a Groudon swap, I think? The Sucker Punch should do a lot of damage to the Lucky, so I'm not complaining about that. But, like, dang. If they led with that Lucky, I think I might have lost. Because then I probably wouldn't have been able to get what I needed to get up. Get the Resonance up in general. Anyway, here's a Sucker Punch. Bop. Great damage onto the Lucky. Followed by their E-Web. Doesn't affect Groudon. Will knock out my Yveltal. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to take a single targeted attack here. I'm just hoping it's a Thunder, though. I feel like it should be a Thunder, because that makes the most amount of sense. They're also going to take some Life Orb damage here. It is just a Thunder. Haha, nice try. The better Gen 3 restricted wins. Okay, now. All that's left is going to Lapras, right? All that's left is going to Lapras. Sparkling Aria, what do you even do? The user bursts into song emitting many bubbles. Any Pokemon suffering from a burn will be healed by the touch of these bubbles. That's nice. It attacks everybody. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. I'm just going to freeze dry Ogre. And I'm going to P-Blades here. They're going to go for Thunder. It's going to be a naked Thunder in the sun, but they are going to connect with it, unfortunately. Adios, Lapras. But if we can connect with their P-Blades, I feel fairly confident here. They have no Protect on this Ogre. They have... No, they do have Protect on this Ogre. They have no Origin Pulse on this Ogre. And Ogre's gonna miss. This is scary because it means this Ogre has another chance to freeze me. And my Veil wears off. I think I have to still go for P-Blades, right? I don't want to get frozen. Come on. Oh, thank goodness. All right. We do connect with the P-Blades. It should be enough to knock out, right? Beautiful. We're gonna take a dub with the Kang. Nice. GG's Will. And I'm pretty sure I faced you yesterday. If I did, let me know. Oh, well, doesn't this team look familiar? Huh? They're running the triple Galarian Birds team. I guess it's about time I faced the team that I played against Aaron. At least the good thing is I know what everything is. I know what everything does, which is super convenient. And Kangaskhan isn't the worst thing in the world for me because keep in mind, remember, they do have that Calyrex that I could potentially stop. Now, the good thing about Lapras here is that Lapras kind of has every reason to come. It's like Lapras Dynamaxing is the most important thing that I could possibly do right now. I'm going to actually go Lapras Kanga. Very passive lead for us. But I think it's going to be very helpful for us as well. We could also bring Torn to match Tailwind, but my plan is to not even allow them to get Tailwind. Let's bring Groudon in the back. That's probably going to be our... Not our Dynamax, but our heavy hitter. I think it could definitely hit some things pretty hard. And then Yveltal. We'll bring double restricteds in the back. Go with the Lapras lead and see where it goes from here. I do have an unfair advantage. I'll be the first one to admit that because I do know what this team is comprised of. I do know that this is, you know, Life Orb Zapdos. I know that this is Citrus Berry, Articuno. I know that this is Assault Vested Moltres with max HP, max defense. Like, I know everything. So, a little cheap, but hey, that's what you get when you take a rental code from YouTube. Anyway, let's see what the lead is going to be. Because the lead is going to define the rest of the game. But as long as they bring one bird, which they kind of have to, I'm fine. They don't bring any bird in the lead, which is kind of okay. Because regardless, we're going to be getting the screens up, which I feel like is the most important thing for us right now. In this very moment. Of course, unfortunately, at the same time, do they have Protect on the swim? Okay, guys, I'm cheating. Because if they don't have Protect on the swim, then we might be in a pretty decent spot. The thing is, I don't remember. I know that Whim, in general, do carry Protect. Yeah, there's no Protect on Whim, so I guess they have to hard swap here. They're gonna have to hard swap. If they don't, then whatever's coming in is taking a residence. So let's just go for the fake out onto the Whim. Let's go for the Resonance onto Whim. And let's hopefully stop Tailwind from happening. I think regardless of whether I knew it was going to have... regardless of whether I knew it was going to have a Protect or not, I still would have done the same play. Because if I don't do this play, then I double lose. So I might as well kind of lose instead. Now, it looks like they're not swapping. Here's a nice big old fake out into the Whimsicott spot. Will be enough to pop the Sash. Of course, you only need 1 HP to pop a Sash. They do go for the B-Blade here. This is going to hurt, like, a lot. It's almost going to knock out my Dynamax. But we hang in there, friends. We do hang in there. We do get the Resonance up, which means we do have the screens up as well for these next couple of turns. Next issue is they do still have a Dynamax option intact. I pretty much sacrificed my Dynamax Pokemon to take care of a Whimsicott and prevent Tailwind for what it's worth. But, you know, overall, lefties. Yay, lefties. We could protect this next turn. That would be very obvious. But I honestly feel like they're not going to go into the Lapras. At least not with the... Oh, they're sending out Moltres. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like they're not going to go for the Lapras spot. Well, at least not with the Zacian, I don't think. So part of me kind of just wants the Resonance again into Moltres. And protect Kanga. I think that's fine. Because I feel like they're going to just Sacred Sword Kanga. Right? They do have the Sacred Sword. It's kind of a juicy Sacred Sword too. They're actually going to end up Dynamaxing the Moltres with the AV. Am I going to lose to my own team? Because, you know, I'm not going to do enough damage to knock out this Moltres. But at least I know it doesn't have Protect. This isn't even my team. It's just the team that I guess I've been known for the last week. All right, here's my Kanga Protect, stopping any incoming Sacred Sword if that's what they want to go. No, they just B-Blade again. Okay, fine. Does still kind of suck, but it is what it is. They do knock out my Lapras. I wonder what they're going to go for into the Kanga spot then. I can only assume it's going to be a Max Darkness. Yeah, just a straight up Max Darkness here. Thankfully, that does no damage because that Moltres build isn't meant to do damage. But it is going to do more damage next turn, that's for sure. I have Snarls, I have Sucker Punch, or I just have a Groudon with a Precipice Blade. Issue is, Zacian could protect here. Which isn't like a huge issue, it's just annoying that, you know, Zacian has the option to not care about what I do. Could also go for the Rock Tomb onto the Moltres, predicting the Zacian protect, but Zacian doesn't seem like it's protecting anytime soon. I'm just going to go for the Precipice Blades. And I'm going to go for the Body Slam onto the Moltres. Maybe I get a Para, who knows? Okay, Zacian does protect, unfortunately. Which means they're probably going to attack into my Groudon spot. I do outspeed the Moltres, which is actually hilarious. And I do Precipice nothing. Alright, let's see if Moltres decides to attack the Kanga or the Groudon. It's definitely going to be the Groudon here. But AV plus everything else, we eat that up for breakfast. The Aurora Veil is helping us from the dead. We have it for like another 3-ish turns because I'm not Light Clay on that set. I think I'm still going for Precipice again. And then this time around, I'm going to Body Slam. See, the thing is, like, I don't have a super effective move against the Zacian, so I'm kind of stuck not going for the moves that I want to go for here. The Body Slam could get a Paralyzation, so I guess that's just the only way. I know that maybe a Precipice won't be enough to KO, or I could even miss. So I need to try to prepare myself for the following turn. They are going to go for the B-Blade. Does my Groudon outspeed their Bird, though? I think it does. If Kanga does, Groudon should. Hopefully. That's still pretty decent damage, all things considered. We do outspeed. Doesn't affect the Moltres. Does connect on the Zacian. Zacian should be going down. Gorgeous. Nice. Amazing. Now, I'm going to get Darkness again. This is the world's slowest Moltres. Remember that, guys. Oh, not anymore. Oh, they went for the Kanga, though. Okay, fine. I guess I'll take that. The good news is that the Sidemon that's about to come in here doesn't get the speed boost. And my Kanga's going to eat the Citrus Berry, so. And their Dynamax is now up. So a lot of good things happening at the same time. Ooh, we have Sucker Punch and they have Willow. Hold on, this could be bad. They do have Willow on this set, I remember it. Do they expect the Sucker Punch though? I mean, I'm gonna Fire Punch into Moltres and Sucker Punch into Cali. Maybe they don't expect Sucker Punch. They protect. So, yeah, I guess now they will expect Sucker Punch, huh? They're just gonna burn everything. But as long as they have something that sucker punches on the field, and as long as it stays alive for the rest of the game, then we could figure something out here. I should have gone for not Fire Punch. I should have gone for Rock Tomb so that I can undo the stats. Oh, that's unfortunate. Speaking of undoing stats, I'm gonna go into Yveltal now. I'm gonna go into Yveltal and I'm gonna protect Kanga. I just want to make sure that I don't throw. You know? This could still be anyone's game, and I still could throw this. And I'm not down for that. Here's my Kanga Protect. There's the Willow. It's going to be into the Yveltal spot. That's fine. They're probably going to have to protect again on that side of the field. And here's another Fiery Wrath. They're just going for flinches at this point, which honestly is their win con, so I can't even be mad. And unfortunately, it's going to do more damage now because I have my Yveltal on the field with Dark Aura. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, I Oblivion Moltres and I sucker the other guy. And then I probably lose my Kanga this turn because they're just going to protect. Yeah. I can't afford not to sucker, though. I can at least sucker with one of my Pokemon at a time. That's the good news. They go for the Hurricane. Wow, and they get it. That's big damage. I'm going to get a lot of it back thanks to Oblivion Wing, though. But remember, they are Assault Vested. Wow, that is so much damage that they just did. But I healed a lot of it back, so I guess I can't complain. The good news is they didn't knock out Kanga. So this is just another turn where I can go for Sucker Punch. Again, I know I could Body Press here. Wait, I can Body Press here. Not Body. Yeah, I guess Body Slam is something I could do. Okay, I'm going to Oblivion Wing again. Maybe I should protect if they're just going to Willow. Yeah, I'm going to protect. I'm going to protect, try to knock out Moltres, and then I can just Sucker Punch till the end of the game. The good news is I have a lot of things that have Sucker Punch on this team, thankfully. Yeah, there's the Willow. Not today. Nice try, though. Another Hurricane now does again connect. Crits me! Oh my goodness! Was that not a crit? Why did that do more than the other one? Or am I blind? Why is this Moltres gonna win the game for them? Oh no. What do I do? I should have Rock Tomb turns ago. Like an actual eternity ago. They're hitting so many blind Hurricanes too. Oh my goodness, what is happening right now? What did they do last turn? They tried a Willow, so they're gonna protect, so I should Rock Tomb. And Sucker Cali just in case they do something weird this time. No, still nothing. They're just gonna Willow me again. Hey man, it's fair. I get it. I totally get it. I hate it, but I get it. I'm getting played by Calyrex. They do go for Fiery Wrath. Unfortunately, Kanga will not live this. The Groudon will, though, but I don't live I don't have Sucker Punches left. Oh, I lost to the birds! That's not fun. How do I lose to the birds? I mean, hey, if this team can beat Aaron, I guess it could beat me too. GG's. There's nothing I could do. They played everything well with Calyrex. And unfortunately, at the end of the day, it came down to Moltres outspeeding everything and me not being able to knock it out. Moltres is finally going to go for the Groudon and is going to knock it out. And that's going to be game. Oh, I lost to the GOAT. I guess if I had to lose anyone, it was going to be the GOAT. Ugh, not a Rangaroo and Cali Ice, please. What did I do? Also, Venucle? Gross. Yveltal goes kind of hard here, though. If I get Yveltal going with like a little bit of a Trick Room package, I think we have a lot of potential here. But we do have to worry about the Thundurus. But I think if I do Yveltal Torn, bring Groudon in the back, and then maybe a late game Kanga, But we could get set in a pretty decent position. I mean, we could also bring Lilligant here instead of the Kanga. I know this is the Kanga video, but Lilligant could kind of go hard here as well. That is just bringing every single ice weakness, though. But, like, what option do I have? I have to, like... I had to bring Kanga. I can't afford to bring 4 ice weaknesses into a Calyrex ice matchup. That's going to be too rough. In general, this is going to be too rough. Let's see what we can do. I mean, the Lapras is nice, but there's not much that I can do back into the Calyrex, right? I can just kind of deal with it. My only way to win this game is going to be to stay out of Trick Room at all costs. Speaking of Trick Room, it's the monkey. Okay. It's going to have... I have to go for Max Darkness, and I have to hope that I can live. Should I go for the physical one or the special one? Am I more special or physical on my set? More special. Okay. So let's go for the special one. Max Darkness into a Rangaroo. Oh, but then that's going to give the Defiant boost to Thundurus. But it'll give it the next turn. So I'll only have to worry about it the next turn. Then I have to go for the Air Slash on a Rangaroo just in case this is a Sash. It's the only reason I'm doing this. I'm Dynamaxing first. Why am I Dynamaxing first? Are they not Dynamaxing or are they just not Defiant? What is happening, Tom? Thundurus used who? Charge? What just happened? I don't even know what that means. Well, there goes the Trick Room. Are they Defiant or what? I guess not. I guess they aren't. They're Charge. What? I understand I lost the last game, but what? Hi, Ogre. I don't even know what Charge does, to be honest. I saw that it got special defense up. The power of electric type moves will be doubled if used in the turn after charging. Oh. So we guard. And then we Tailwind? Is that all we do? I'm skeeved out, man. Okay. Here's a Tailwind. T-Balled into my Thorn. You got me, I guess. It definitely got me. Well, they're uncharged for what it's worth. How about I click Airstream onto Ogre? And then Air Slash onto Ogre. My Torn did its job. I'm fine with Torn just not being a Pokemon anymore. I'm gonna get this Ogre down a little bit of HP. Call me crazy. I'm just gonna ignore this Thundurus for a couple turns. Maybe I'll get punished for it later. Not right now, though. I still don't know what that Oranguru was doing on the field, by the way. I should try to preserve this Yveltal if I have the opportunity to, though. So maybe I should switch out once my Dynamax ends and not keep it on the field for that long. Anyway. See how much damage we can do to Ogre here. Ogre's going to try to double protect. Not going to happen. Here's an Air Slash. And here's an Airstream. Well, that's a lot of health down. Since clearly the Ogre is just trying to protect the whole time, maybe we just ignore that one next turn. We'll see what the Thundurus wants to do here. I'm assuming just another T-Ball. Yeah, T-Ball into the big one now. We eat that up, though. Sucks, but fine. We should still be able to outspeed a Cali Ice, I believe. I'm just gonna go for the Snarl here since they are clearly special. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, no, I'm gonna try to play this. I'm still gonna try to play smart. I'm not gonna let this sketch me out. I'm gonna hard swap the Groudon into the Yveltal spot. I'm just gonna finish off this Ogre. If they protect, they protect. With the Groudon in on this spot, I should be able to just take any electric move like it's nobody's business. No, I'm pretty sure they have the Cali in the back. They have to have Cali in the back. Are you like scarfed onto this or what, dude? Like this is driving me insane. They have to be at this point scarfed or specs onto that. I mean, they are outspeeding their Thunderous, to be entirely honest. I'm gonna ignore this Ogre. Because, like, why oh, I guess I faked it out by accident. I was trying to fake out the Thunderous, but I was clicking too fast. If they go for Protect again, I'm at a loss of words. I guess we'll never know. Oh, no, if they were gonna go for the Protect, that would have been it. So I guess the fake out was accidentally the good move. They're gonna go for the Charge here again. I'm a ground type. I don't know what Charge does for them. Like, I understand what Charge does. I can see what stats are being raised. I just don't understand the point. Like, I feel like 2 Thunderbolts is a better use of your time than a Charge than a Thunderbolt. If you were going to Charge, then Dynamax, then Lightning me? Okay, fine. Then I get it. But that's not the case. Unfortunately, here comes Calyrex. Well, listen, if they have to if they want to Trick Room, they're not going to Dynamax. If they're not going to Dynamax, I'm not going to be afraid. So I'm just going to Fire Punch it. And I'm going to Body Slam it just in case I get a Para here. That's like literally the only reason. I know I could Sucker Punch, but if they're Trick Rooming, then I won't be able to stop their Trick Room. They're just Dynamaxing. Fine. So be it. At least we can outspeed with a Sucker Punch from Yveltal that is a Life Orb to later. And a Fire Punch should still do a pretty decent amount of damage to a Calyrex in the sun. Also does have the chance to burn. I have a chance to burn, a chance to Para here. Calyrex is their win con for us. Body Slam is going to go first. I do get the Para, so that means I won't get the burn. But hey, I'm grateful for anything that I can get. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. That's an easy Sucker Punch. Nice crit. Get out of here. It is going to be weakness policy, unfortunately. But if the Para gods are shining upon us... then what was the point of charging? I don't know what's happening. Okay, they're in the sky now. I protect. I just Fire Punch and protect. Unfortunately enough, the Paragods were shining upon us today. We did get the full Para on the Calyrex, which is super convenient. I guess I'll take that. Fire Punch now should be more than enough to knock out. And now let's see what Thundurus is going to do here. Let's see if I got the predicted Protect right. I'm pretty sure that was onto Kangaskhan, right? Yep. You bet. Now, I want to go for Sucker Punch, but at the same time, I have a feeling that they're just going to go for Charge. So I'll go for Body Slam instead. Okay, this was one of the more interesting battles that I've had all day. That much I'll say. GG's Johnny. I don't know what Charge did. I feel like Charge can be any other move and it'll be better. But anyway, let's go ahead and get you guys that rental code. And here you have the rental code for the Kangaskhan team. And unfortunately, our one loss today was against the Galarian Birds. I guess that team is just unbeatable. Now, looking back at that game, I guess there were some times where I should have Body Slammed instead of Sucker Punch, but that requires me to make a prediction. And if they go above that prediction and I don't Sucker Punch them and then they go for the Astral Barrage, then I get screwed over. So it was a risk management game at that point, and I didn't take any risks, which was the problem. Maybe I should have taken some risks. Maybe I should have body slammed over Sucker Punch some of those games. But hey, it is what it is. It's a game. It's a video game. And anyway, I gotta let the birds win because that's the lore. The birds never lose. Anyway, all jokes aside, team was pretty decent. I do like Kangaskhan. There is a big ice weakness that I noticed right away. Like when we faced Calyrex Ice, that was a little bit rough. Never fun to play against. And thankfully, you know, like Kyurem White would be another matchup that'd be very difficult for this team. Even Zacian to some extent is pretty strong into this team as well because there is no fire type in order to stop that Zacian from doing Zacian things. But overall, very fun team. I do like the Kangaskhan. I think Kangaskhan's a great Pokemon. I brought it to every single battle. I used it in every single battle. And it impressed me. If you guys enjoyed today's video, go ahead, hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokesports if you haven't done so already. With that said, I'm Kevin. This is Pokesports. Thank you for watching. Have a great night and peace out. Also, thank you so much, El Garbanzo, for making this team public and putting it on the Pokesports Discord. I really do appreciate you. I can't do content without the support of the fans, and you guys are very supportive. El Garbanzo, this isn't the first team that you had here on the channel, so thank you so much for helping me out here. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here later. Bye-bye. Peace.